All right, I really want to just go out and ride because Anna is out riding, but I need to do the oil change. So I'm going to try to get it done real quick. Okay, that one was loose. Look at that. That's good. Yes, it is 10 millimeter. All right, I think that's all you need to do on this side. Let's go around to the other side and take care of that. I've only dropped the bike once, and I swear it wasn't my fault. I put the kickstand down by a lake near this trail, and I walked away, and my bike just sunk into the dirt and fell over with the kickstand. Kind of wasn't my fault, but that's what happened. It's the only time the bike is dropped. And my daughter already dropped hers on one side because she's clumsy. Now this should come right off. Boom. And then we have to take off this plastic shroud here that's guarding the gearbox. That one was easy. That one was easy. Now we just have to remove this little bracket that all it does is hold that little plastic shroud that covers the gearbox in place. Oh my God. These bolts are so tight on this bike. Every one of them. Yep, it's just like concrete Loctite in there. Get the good old breaker bar out with a hex key. All right, now that bracket's out of the way. Pretty straightforward. There's the fill spot. There's the drain plug bolt. Yep, 17 millimeter. So I'm gonna use this 3/8 ratchet drive because it has an extendable handle to get more leverage. Things like, I don't know, 18 inches long. Oh, wow, that wasn't bad. That was actually pretty loose. It wasn't as tight as I expected that to be. Here's the new oil. They give you it from the factory for the first oil change. It's just a tiny little bit of 85 weight. Oh yeah. That definitely needed to be changed, man. Goodness. That stuff is milky. So obviously this gearbox has a lot of metal on the first oil change. That's why they tell you to change it after only 300 miles, because all these new gears are gonna work together and small particles of metal will be breaking off into the oil. And that's why it's so dark, how you see it now. It's like a cloudy gray. And we should probably loosen this fill cap here. Maybe it'll help let out the rest of the oil. Probably should have did that first, but it's not like it struggled to fall out. All right, I think it all about dripped out by now. I mean, there's just a tiny little bit coming out. So let's just take a look at this, the threads on this. Oh yeah. You can see little particles of metal. A bug on my hand. There we go. I actually tightened it a little tighter than they had it, because you can tell by the little mark they marked on the gearbox. I tightened it a tiny bit further than it was. So you got to take the injector off of the oil top and poke a hole right here. Use scissors to cut the tip of the gear oil injector for 1 millimeter and insert the tip of the gear oil injector into the oil filling hole. Come on, oil, go in your home. All right, there we go. I see the oil. The oil is going in. Thank you, oil. I don't know if they gave you too much oil or just enough oil. Hopefully it's just enough. There's Anna. What's up? I hear you racing down the street like a maniac.
From who?
I said I heard you.
Oh. Yeah.
I can hear you drive by, you know. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
I hit 87, I think.
87 what, miles? Yeah, you're crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Google it real quick. So apparently the manual says 75 to 90 milliliters. This was 90 milliliters of oil, probably 5 or 10 milliliters left, and the gearbox seems like it's full, so I'm going to stop there. Now we can put everything back the way it came. Put the top part back in. This is all easy cosmetic stuff. You don't really need to know how to do this. There we go. Put it around the bolts of the controller. There we go. Just button up this side with the 2 bolts for the skid plate. Give it one nice crank. All right, so 346 miles and the oil change is now done. So I'm gonna take off the Luna Gator seat and I'm gonna put all 3 seats next to each other and do a side-by-side comparison. The stock Talaria seat, the Luna Gator seat, and then this eBay seat. All right, so I'm not gonna show the entire process of changing the seat because I already did that in my last video. I'm just gonna quickly take it apart, get all 3 seats next to each other for a side-by-side comparison. All right, guys, look at these seats. It's just no comparison which one's better. So the Luna Gator seat seems like it's a tiny bit wider than the stock seat, but it's deceiving. It's very uncomfortable and it almost has less padding. The Talaria seat is softer than a Luna Gator seat. So it's got a smaller, the Talaria seat has a smaller plastic portion and it has a little more foam. This one has a bigger plastic portion and less foam, and then has a really cheesy cover. Look at that. This thing's gonna be nice. Look at how skinny the Talaria seat is. And look at this thing. It's huge. Look at this thing, man. That thing is beefy. And there you have it. Seat installed. Way thicker, way more padding. Gonna raise me up a little bit, help the knees, because I'm really tall. All right, you guys are gonna witness the first seat. Let's sit on this thing and see how it feels. All right. It's way bigger. It's still not comfortable. It's very firm. It's hard as a rock. Could have some more cush to it, but it definitely makes the bike feel bigger. It's definitely firm though. Like there is no give in this seat. Thought it would be a little more plush, and I honestly think that the stock Talaria seat is more comfortable. I'm gonna keep this on just like I did the Luna Gator seat and try it out. Maybe the foam will get more comfortable with age, but that's that. Yeah, the bike seems smoother. That oil change was necessary, man. We really needed to get that done. Mom is chilling over there. What's up? All right, let's take a good look at this thing with the new seat on it. The seat is way bigger. If the bike feels bigger with the seat, I kind of like it, but it's really not that comfortable. The stock seat is still more comfortable. It's very hard. Oh, there you go. You can look at it side by side. So her seat, the stock Talaria seat, look at that. You can push into the foam and your finger will pretty much go in like an inch. And on this seat, you can't do that. It's hard. This seat is solid. 91 miles. You're gonna outmile me, you know that? All right, so there's already something that I noticed about this seat that I do not like, and I'm gonna be honest about it. So when I'm sitting on it, it's comfortable and it's a little taller and I do like it. But if you see right here, this little mark, and also this little mark right here, that is from the insides of my legs. So when I'm standing up on the bike doing off-roading, you know, because if you're doing single track and you're jumping over roots and rocks, you need to stand up on the pegs. So the seat is so wide that you can kind of tell from here that you can't see the whole peg. So when I'm standing on the foot pegs, my legs are rubbing up against the seat and it's not a pleasant feeling. It's not comfortable. So that is one more thing that the stock Talaria seat is better at. Look at that, we got the train going by right now. I've literally never seen this train go by. It's stopping traffic right now. That is so cool. What? I've never seen the train go by. Yeah, we went on them. Is that it? That little baby train is already over. We got here late. Nah, it started right when we got here. It wasn't already going. Do you know that for a fact? This is important information. I need to know how long this train, how many cars was it?